Exclusive. Spurs' January plans explode into life. Thomas Frank gives green light to chase Everton's £70 million superstar Iliman Ndiaye. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. According to fresh reports from TEAMtalk, Tottenham have officially been told how much it will take to lure Iliman Ndiaye away from Everton, and the number is nothing short of jaw-dropping. Sources close to Hill Dickinson Stadium have confirmed that Everton will demand a minimum of £70 million for the Senegalese international, a figure that would smash Tottenham's transfer record. After Randal Kolo Muani's devastating jaw injury, Spurs are now in emergency mode, preparing to reinforce their front line when the January window opens. The pressure on Thomas Frank has intensified, as Tottenham's attack has lacked that cutting edge and explosiveness since the start of the season. Ndiaye, who has been lighting up the Premier League with his dynamic pace and eye for goal, is now viewed internally as the perfect player to inject new life into the team's forward line. Sources claim that Fabio Paratici and the recruitment team at Hotspur Way have already started initial groundwork for a potential move. The message from Everton, however, is clear. Ndiaye is not for sale unless the offer is too good to refuse. With Spurs' hierarchy willing to spend big to salvage their campaign, that stance could soon be tested. Everton boss David Moyes is determined to keep hold of his star attacker, describing him as simply irreplaceable and central to their project. Yet, those within Hill Dickinson Stadium admit privately that a £70 million proposal would seriously test their resolve, particularly given the club's ongoing financial pressures. Ndiaye's contract runs until 2028, giving Everton the upper hand, but the reality of a record-breaking Premier League bid from North London could change everything. Ndiaye's stock has soared this season, especially after his sensational solo goal against Sunderland, a moment that underlined why Tottenham see him as a player capable of transforming games on his own. His ability to glide past defenders, combine creativity with precision, and strike from any angle has impressed Frank, who believes he can build his new attack around the Senegalese forward. With Dominic Solanke still sidelined and Richarlison facing an uncertain future, Spurs are desperate for a forward who can deliver immediately not just potential, but impact. As one club insider told TEAMtalk, Tottenham can't afford to wait. They need a player who walks in and makes a difference, and Ndiaye is that player. As January approaches, all eyes are now on North London. Tottenham have the money, the motivation, and the managerial backing. The question is simple. Will they pull the trigger on a £70 million move that could reshape their season and finally deliver the firepower Thomas Frank has been begging for? Spurs are once again making waves in the transfer market. Their attention has turned to one of La Liga's most dynamic attacking forces. According to Orgullo Biri, the North London Giants have developed intense interest in Sevilla winger Ruben Vargas, a player who could be available for a surprisingly affordable £16 million this January. The Swiss international has become one of the brightest sparks in a struggling Sevilla side, and his electric form has not gone unnoticed. Since arriving from Augsburg earlier this year, Vargas has managed to register 4 goals and 5 assists in just 22 appearances, quickly establishing himself as one of the most versatile and hard-working forwards in Spain's top flight. Now Tottenham see an opportunity, and they're moving fast. Sources close to Hotspur Way have revealed that Thomas Frank views Vargas as a perfect tactical fit for his evolving system. The Swiss star's ability to operate both as a right winger and a central playmaker has made him an appealing prospect, particularly with Spurs in desperate need of more creativity and unpredictability in the final third. Inside Tottenham's recruitment team, there's a growing belief that Vargas could be the bargain of the January window. With Randal Kolo Muani sidelined for months and doubts lingering over Richarlison's future, Frank wants a forward capable of immediately impacting the starting 11. Vargas, with his directness, high work rate, and eye for goal, ticks all the boxes. The situation in Seville also plays heavily in Tottenham's favour. Sevilla's financial problems are no secret. The club has been forced to consider offloading key players to stabilise their books. While Vargas has impressed on the pitch, the Andalusian side reportedly view him as expendable if the right offer arrives. An official close to the Spanish club allegedly admitted that no player is completely untouchable right now, and Tottenham are preparing to test that stance. Sources suggest Sevilla would be willing to sell for any bid exceeding £16 million, a figure that Spurs hierarchy believe represents outstanding value for a player of Vargas's age, versatility and proven European pedigree. For Fabio Paratici and Thomas Frank, this could be the kind of calculated move that strengthens Tottenham's attacking depth without breaking the bank. The player himself is said to be open to a Premier League switch, aware that a move to North London could accelerate his career ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Vargas is reportedly intrigued by Tottenham's project under Frank and believes his aggressive, fast-paced system would suit his game perfectly. If the deal gathers pace, it could mark one of the smartest winter acquisitions in recent Premier League memory, a technically gifted winger with the engine and flair to thrive in England's most demanding competition. With negotiations expected to heat up in the coming weeks, all eyes are now on Sevilla's next move. Tottenham have made their intentions clear. Ruben Vargas is firmly on their radar, and if the numbers add up, the Swiss dynamo could soon be wearing white in North London. Tottenham are reportedly preparing a bold January move for Inter Milan defender Jan Bisek, with the Italian giants now open to selling the German centre-back to ease their financial strain. According to new reports from Fichajes, Inter's hierarchy are ready to entertain offers as they look to balance the books and refresh their squad for the second half of the season, and Spurs have emerged as the leading contenders for his signature. The 24-year-old German international has struggled to nail down a consistent starting role under Christian Chivu this season, despite showing flashes of his enormous potential. With Inter packed full of defensive talent, Bisek has found opportunities limited, and the club are now willing to cash in, particularly with Premier League interest heating up. Sources in Italy claim that Inter are demanding around £44 million, but insiders believe a bid closer to £31 million could be enough to get the deal done. Tottenham, led by Thomas Frank and sporting director Fabio Paratici, are said to be closely monitoring the situation, viewing Bisek as an ideal long-term investment and a crucial addition to strengthen their defensive depth, heading into a crucial phase of the campaign. This isn't the first time Bisek's name has been linked to Spurs. Reports from the summer suggested the North London club had explored a potential swap deal involving Radu Dragushin, but negotiations never materialised. However, with Tottenham now facing defensive uncertainty following a series of injuries and inconsistent performances, the German powerhouse has once again become a hot topic inside Hotspur way. Standing at 6'4", Bisek is known for his composure on the ball, aerial dominance and physical presence traits that make him perfectly suited for Premier League football. Sources close to the player reveal that Bisek is keen on testing himself in England, believing that a move to Spurs could give him the platform to establish himself among Europe's elite defenders. Inter, on the other hand, are facing growing pressure to sell. Financially, the Nerazzurri are in a delicate position and must offload at least one valuable asset in January to comply with budgetary targets and fund future transfers. Bisek, who joined from Köln and has drawn attention from multiple English clubs, has now been identified as one of the most sellable players in the squad. While Crystal Palace have also expressed interest, Tottenham are currently viewed as the frontrunners not only because of their financial strength, but also due to their sporting project under Frank, who is building a younger, more athletic defensive core. The German international reportedly sees Spurs as the ideal environment to grow, compete, and potentially challenge for European football next season. Negotiations are expected to intensify in the coming weeks, with Inter ready to listen to offers once the January window opens. Insiders believe Tottenham could move swiftly to secure a pre-agreement before rival clubs enter the race. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!